Lazy rivers are lovely and wave pools sure are wonderful, but there's nothing like the thrill of skimming down a world-class waterslide. Water parks around the world are opening more and more adrenaline-pumping slides every year, and the following are 25 of the world's most exciting. Innsbruck, Austria. The foothills of the Austrian Alps near Innsbruck are quite the setting for a water park and inside water adventure world. Wave, you'll find the world's very first double-looping waterslide. L2 starts its sliders out at a height of over 80 feet before sending them flying on a 40-foot freefall and dashing through dual loops to reach speeds of over 40 miles per hour. Insano, Rua Porto das Dunas, Brazil. Located inside the behemoth beach park water park in sun-drenched Brazil, Insano is the world's tallest freestanding waterslide. After riders scale 14 stories to the top, they start out on a flat stretch of the slide, allowing them to take in views of the ocean and the park below, before plummeting down. Along the way, they hit downright crazy speeds of over 65 miles per hour. Poseidon's Revenge, Dubai, UAE. Poseidon's Revenge is the star attraction at Aquaventure Water Park at Atlantis, Dubai. Sliders start their journey standing in a space-age-looking capsule before the floor suddenly disappears from beneath their feet. They are then sent on a wet and wild journey that hits speeds of over 40 miles per hour and even turns them upside down. Boeing 747, McMinnville, Oregon. If you ever looked at an airplane and thought, it would sure be fun to slide out of that in my swimsuit, then you'll love wings and waves. This indoor water park in Oregon has a genuine Boeing 747 on its roof, one that just so happens to have a water slide connected to its side. The journey transports riders from the friendly skies to the splash pool in no time at all. Tower of Power, Tenerife, Spain. With its spectacular architecture, Siam Water Park in Tenerife, Spain whisks visitors away to Southeast Asia, but the Tower of Power takes sliders to Adrenaline City. Riders start out at a height of over 90 feet before darting downward at speeds up to 50 miles per hour and straight through an aquarium overflowing with sharks and stingrays. Ihu's Breakaway Falls, Orlando, Florida. SeaWorld's Aquatica Water Park is home to the steepest multi-drop tower slide in all of Orlando. 3 riders at a time enter a trio of colorful capsules which just so happen to face each other and then wait for one of them to disappear. Sliders don't know the order in which they are going to drop, which cranks the excitement factor up a notch. Leap of Faith, Paradise Island, Bahamas. The majestic Mayan temple inside Atlantis Aquaventure has become a symbol of the water park, and there's no better way to see it up close than to take a spin on this slide. You'll experience a nearly 60-foot vertical drop before shooting your way into a splash pool by way of a tunnel that passes through a shark-filled lagoon. Summit Plummet, Orlando, Florida. The boldest plunge at Disney's Blizzard Beach, Summit Plummet sends sliders streaking down a 120-foot slope. Over the course of the 12-story plunge, riders speed through a dark tunnel which only serves to add to the anticipation of arriving at your final destination, a pool of spraying white water. Bullet Bowl, Beijing, China. After the 2008 Summer Olympics, Beijing's National Aquatic Center was in desperate need of a new purpose. Cue the Happy Magic Water Cube. This indoor water park has been a hit with locals and tourists alike, and the twisting Bullet Bowl has become everyone's favorite raft slide. 2 riders at a time are taken on a twisting tour of a bowl before being dropped out of a hole in the bottom into a peaceful pool. The Cyclone, Edmonton, Canada. The West Edmonton Mall is one of Western Canada's fun capitals, and the Cyclone is arguably the most thrilling attraction inside the huge indoor water park. What makes it so special? It combines the adrenaline factor of a speed slide with gravity-defying twists that will have your stomach in knots in a good way. The Wildebeest, Santa Claus, Indiana. The Wildebeest is a different animal altogether. This waterslide roller coaster hybrid in Indiana kicks off with a drama-building conveyor belt ride that leads to a 4-story drop. From there, High-tech linear induction motors help power the 4-person rafts up mountains and down into dark tunnels. As an added plus, Wildebeest lasts over 2 minutes, which is an eternity in the world water slides. Volcano Express, Kapolei, Hawaii. This one is for the racers. At this thrilling ride at Wet n Wild in Hawaii, 4 riders start 4 stories high amongst rocky cliffs before bolting through a tube and then straight out into a 4-lane speedway-style finish line. Oh, and they do all this head first. Talk about fun for the whole family. Humunga Kowabunga, Orlando, Florida. Typhoon Lagoon's most heart-racing attraction, Humunga Kowabunga is a whole lot of fun. Riders take off from the top of Mount Maida and streak their way down a 200-foot slide at an angle of 60 degrees before flying through the dark and then shooting out into a splash pool. Climax, Bali, Indonesia. Some people come to the paradisiacal island of Bali for the culture, still others for the surfing and yoga, but many arrive for the water slides at Waterbomb. These watery wonders attract visitors in droves, and on the climax, visitors have a blast being vertically dropped before being sent into a series of inverted loops. Cannonball, Otztal Bahnhof, Austria. Apparently, they are silly for their slides in Austria. The second Austrian attraction on the list is the most unique thrill ride at Area 47. Located in the mountainous Tyrol region, this water park is full of frivolity, but the Cannonball shoots riders up into the air via a stream of water before they plunge into a pool below. Kilimanjaro, Barra do Pirai, Brazil. Laying claim to being the tallest water slide in the world, riders on Kilimanjaro plummet over 160 feet on their delirious descent. You can expect to reach speeds approaching 60 miles per hour as you shoot down the slide to complete what is bound to be a personal record-breaking run. Deep water dive, Louisville, Kentucky. The Bluegrass State is home to America's tallest body slide, one that doesn't require a raft. Riders only get a few seconds to prepare themselves before the trapdoor they're perched on gives away and they shoot down a 12-story drop at a 70-degree angle. While it is over in flash, you are sure to remember this nearly 400-foot-long thrill ride for years. Vertigo, Benidorm, Spain. Europe's highest water slide and the world's highest capsule slide. You want to avoid vertigo if you suffer from an aversion to heights. Actually, could there be a more fun way to conquer your fear than streaking down a slide in the Spanish sun while water splashes all around you? King Kowabunga, Tarragona, Spain. Caribbean Aquatic Park in enchanting Catalonia is home to one of the kings of European freefall slides. This monster starts riders out at around 100 feet high before sending them down at a 55-degree angle at a speed of nearly 20 feet a second into a pool of water below. There's no need for trapdoors or mats here as all the fun is powered by a natural freefall. Freefall Novo, Quarteira, Portugal. Another fantastical freefall waterslide. Freefall Novo at the Aquatia Park Hotel plummets sliders over 100 feet from the apex to the pool. There are 2 slides of the same height here, making the second go-round an integral part of any experience, for research purposes, of course. Exhilarating, Rio Quente, Brazil. Surely you've always wanted to walk through the mouth of an oversized metal piranha, right? Of course you haven't. At Hot Park in Brazil you can follow up that act of bravery with a plunge down one of the tallest water slides in the world. Exhilarating is surrounded by an entire village that has been ravaged by piranhas, so be sure to proceed with caution. Kokiri Body Plunge, Orlando, Florida. This ride starts at Volcano Bay Universal Orlando out at the top of a faux volcano that looks like it's sourced directly from the South Pacific. Soon after you survey the water park from its peak, you are sent racing at a 70-degree angle down to the watery oasis below. Uniquely, the ride climaxes with a shoot through a tube located in a pool, giving other guests the chance to watch you scream your lungs out. Turburuch, Krosnick, Germany. Tropical Islands is a sprawling indoor water park near Berlin that will have you convinced that you've actually landed in the South Pacific. Set among the pools and palms, you will find Turburuch, the park's uber-thrilling waterslide. Riders hit speeds of over 40 miles per hour as they descend from the tower back down to the faux tropics. Captain Spacemaker, Lido DJ Solo, Italy. Checking in at over 135 feet tall, this slide at Aqualandia Water Park near Venice lays claim to being the tallest water slide in all of Europe. What makes the captain stand out is the fact that 3 or 4 people make the plunge together in rubber dinghies. Yes, you'll be sharing this experience with your friends and they'll even email you a video of your ride free of charge. Scorpion's Tail, Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. Possessing the first nearly vertical loop on a water slide in the USA, a spell on Wisconsin's Scorpion's Tail will make your head spin. The ride starts out with a drop that sends riders flying at a speed of more than 50 feet per second before leading them into the aforementioned loop and a splash-tastic finish.